Wait. So you mean to tell me that this show is getting a live action and an anime adaptation at the same time? Alright, now I have to watch it. I like to refer to the zombie genre as the isekai of the West. The zombie apocalypse trope has been rinsed and repeated more times than I can count by the Western media. So much so to the point that it's just hard to find anything enjoyable in that genre because of how copy and paste the plot usually seems to be. You can usually straight up predict like what's gonna happen in a show or movie that's based around zombies. A random guy wakes up and 90% of society is infected. We get no explanation as to why. He meets a group of random survivors. Turns out one of those survivors was bitten and tells no one, and society slowly crumbles as more and more people get bitten. Blah blah blah. You know, you get the gist. It's similar in every degree, you know. So when I decided to pick up this anime, I expected it to be the same washed out trope. And you know, it kind of was, but it kind of wasn't. Alright, let me explain. Although they do follow the basic blueprint of a zombie apocalypse, the execution, setting, and actions of the characters in the show are completely different to how a usual zombie apocalypse TV show would work, making this quite enjoyable to watch, I can't even lie. Our main character, Akira Tendo, has been slaving away at an office job for 3 long years, being underpaid, working extra long hours, and being subjected to horrendous work conditions. Like, it's so bad. These two background characters are over here debating, having a literal competition over who worked more unpaid hours. This might just be modern day slavery. Like, I can't even lie anymore. I just know for a fact that this is how the MAPPA employees must be feeling. I'm really starting to think this anime is more of a cry for help rather than just an anime for fun, you know. Akira got worked for 2 straight days on his first day at work. This has to be the most toxic work environment I have ever seen, because how are you gonna make someone work 48 hours straight on their first day? This is unheard of. So when our main character finds out that he's in a zombie apocalypse, the first thing he thinks about is, shit, I'm gonna be late for work. But once he looks around and realizes the situation he's in, he becomes overcome with joy. The animation sequence for this scene was amazing. The screen that was previously monotone black and white begins to gain some color, and the aspect ratio changes, symbolizing that he finally becomes alive again. If you ask me, the animation has zero reason to go this hard. Throughout the entire episode, I was glued to the screen, interested in what was gonna happen next. Like, sometimes I'm just wondering, why didn't 7 Deadly Sins get this type of treatment, but a random zombie anime did? One of the main reasons I really like this show was because of Akira Tendo, the main character. He isn't your average zombie apocalypse protagonist. He doesn't care about the world, he doesn't care about the people around him, he's not trying to save anyone, he's not trying to find a cure, he's just happy to be alive and free from his job. The first thing bro does is try and go and confess to his work crush, just to find out she already turned into a zombie. He ends up confessing anyways, just to find out the boss is also there. If you ask me, you shouldn't be going for no sloppy seconds. You're a king, bro. You can do better. We already knew from earlier she was already getting busy with the boss anyway. He ends up coming face to face with a brother that has been clapping his girl's cheeks. Akira officially resigns from his job and proceeds to rugby tackle his boss through the window. Now I'm really starting to think that this brother Tendo might secretly be superhuman, the way he's been maneuvering these past few scenes. Tendo ends up staying in his apartment and just drinks beer the whole time, because that's been on his bucket list of things he wanted to do before he died. After a while he runs out of beer. And what does bro do? He decides to go to the nearest 7-Eleven to get more beer. This brother is way too ignorant for my liking. I'm really starting to think he might be a Hanma or something. On his way to the convenience store, we get the scene of a couple being scared out of their minds because of all the zombies, while this guy is just jolly as hell. He ends up seeing them and promises them to bring back some supplies, like toilet paper. While at the convenience store, we meet this potential main cast member, aka potential waifu, potential love interest. We get a really cool parallel in the next scene, because we basically get to see that she's living her life in the objectively correct way someone should who is inside a zombie apocalypse. She's living like the stereotypical zombie apocalypse life, gathering supplies, trying to stay, you know, healthy, stuff like that. So almost the complete opposite of how Akira is living his life. A rogue zombie in a truck is headed straight for the store, and if it wasn't for the new female character, our boy Akira would have been added to the list of Truck-Hunt's victims, sent on a one-way trip to become an isekai protagonist.
Me and you are meant to be. I'm not making this shit up. You getting sexier and sexier, and you single. You live in your bed. You are for me.
On the way home from the convenience store, he tries to give some supplies and the toilet paper to the couple that he met earlier in the episode, just to find out that they already got packed up. So whenever you think the show is getting too lighthearted, they quickly remind us that this is still a zombie apocalypse and people around Akira are still, going to die. Honestly, in my opinion, this anime is really inspiring. If you're currently working a job that you don't enjoy, you should quit, while you still have the chance. You should value your personal dreams over what society believes to be the correct way to live your life. Your biggest worry in life shouldn't be your bank account. It shouldn't be what other people think. It should be the fear of living with regret. Don't wait till later. Don't settle for less. Live your life to the fullest and the highest potential possible. Live in the moment and have fun. Peace.